In the video game streaming system, the viewers are represented by two distinct groups: the gamers who provide walkthroughs and compete for wins, and the entertainers who provide nonsense and fun. These are the games of the Insomnia Squad. Doink Doink by Mike Post. Sorry about that, folks. I forgot to turn my mic on. Give me just a moment to take care of a couple of quick things. Let's get that turned off. There we go. So, for those who may be joining us here, I have marked off a few of the quests just because we're going to do some dungeon crawling here for a bit. Let's get our hood on here, or at least our mask, and let's go ahead and drop off all that jewelry while we have a chance, just because it's kind of annoying to be carrying them around everywhere. And as we're not going into towns and dealing with shops currently, we have no need to be carrying all of those. So we'll drop those off real quick. This will be for the plain jewelry. For those who are joining us, hello Phantom Omaha. We do have a tendency to put more of a focus on exploration rather than quests, but I figure tonight we'll get a few of the quests out of the way, at the very least. Just trying to get some of the weight down since we are going to be doing some dungeon crawling. Where? Okay. And both of those. There we go. Now we can get started. I do want to thank everyone who has come out to join us. We do have a tendency to rogue our way through most of these, which means a lot of sneaking and ranged work with the bow and the crossbows. And recently we picked up Serana to help us out. Oh yeah, map. So I guess right now the question is, which of these quests should we work on getting dealt with? I'm sure it should pop up something for them. Why am I not seeing quests? Maybe I have too many marked at once. That's kind of funny. Okay, so here's what I'll do instead. Of the ones that I have marked, we can go collect a couple of bounties, find a ring. We'll get to that one. Kill the leader at Lost Knife Hideout. Helm of Winterhold, leader of Pine Moon Cave. Sorry. Destroying a vampire. Investigate some ruins. I mean, some basic stuff. Does anybody see anything they would like to see us take care of? Otherwise, I'll just pick one and run with it. I'm not usually one to go jumping into these quests, but I figure the miscellaneous ones are a little more random, giving us more time to, you know, chat among each other and maybe find a bit of common ground while we kind of explore. Any one of these I'm good with doing. I'd kind of prefer to stick with the ones that I have marked, but if anybody has something else in mind, you're more than welcome to mention it. give it a couple of minutes just in case anybody wants a chance to kind of take a look at all of them. I think that should be enough to show most of it. Or just kind of... yeah, that's the bottom there. Maybe if we get some of the miscellaneous quests cleared out, it'll be easier to show more of them at a time. But if anybody doesn't have anything in particular in mind, then I figured I'd kind of start more toward the bottom with that one, and then maybe the shrine. But again, if anybody mentions something as we kind of go up and get these marked off, or turn them off, feel free to mention it, because we can definitely end up doing one of the others if people would prefer. That's the Shrine to Azora. So if I start there, we can get up there rather quickly. Hopefully I don't just get, like, taken out as soon as I get here. That would be horrible. Whoops. Okay, we need to go that way. So now it's just a matter of finding a decent path to get up there. In the meantime, I don't know if anybody happens to follow Stranger Things, but I just started season 3 of that. And holy crap. I mean, I'm only, what, 2 episodes in, and I'm already rather stunned. And kinda wishing that somebody had come along and taken Billy out much sooner than... well, actually, he's not gone. Kinda wish he was. Walk away, Max. I don't want to have to kill you. I really don't. I'm gonna see if I can circle around behind him and not have to.
Who's there?
As long as I don't have to kill them. That'll work for me.
Who's there? Done and done.
Thanks, Laura. Ice wolf. Winter wolves are always a bit more aggressive and hungry due to less food available and that sort of thing. I lost track of the other one. Darn it. Oh well. Huh. Looks like we're getting there a lot easier than expected, so we can get this marked off rather quickly and go do some hunting. Although if people would rather see me, like, explore ruins or something for a serious dungeon crawl, I'm down for that too. I think there's some ruins still in that quest inventory. Ooh, there is a mine over there, though. Might be a good idea to... well, I can always just jump back here in order to find out what exactly it is. These shrines tend to be scattered everywhere, so let's see what's going on.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you.
Well, of course, because curiosity killed the cat, and being a Khajiit.
Azura has given me the gift of foresight. I had a vision of you walking up the steps to this altar, long before you were born.
Are you sure?
You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but
How many of these
all unfold
Daedric
as she has
peoples am I the champion for now?
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as blood.
Oh, the Star of Azura. I remember this
I
one.
know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to...
I used to have
Ask if they know this
on
elven
another game I had done before we started doing the streaming.
My people, the Dharma, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted, almost 200 years ago.
I had
Those of us
had
who were faithful to Azura were given a vision that led us
the
away
Cleansed
from
Star,
the
the Black Star,
worst
and the Broken
days.
Star all at the same time.
This shrine is our thanks to her.
You can only have one at a
None
time,
will forget
so
that
yeah,
she
I'd had to
watches
cheat for
over
that
us
one.
all. Yes,
But
there
this
were
one, we're
others,
just playing straight.
but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by
Huh.
one, they left, afraid to know their own future. But I refuse
Still need to get
abandon
down
the
to
shrine.
get the
visions
Nightingale
are
armor,
gift.
but
Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death. Before it happens, I won't leave her guidance.
I haven't really done a whole lot as far as the quests yet.
She is the goddess of dawn and dusk.
Huh.
Azura sees into the twilight of the future and guides her followers through it.
Ah. Okay. So now that they're done
Twilight,
talking,
guide your path.
I want to turn off that quest and go for the other one we'd been doing. Oh, that's why none of them were showing up. I didn't go click. Okay, so here's a little bit of a dungeon delve. Well, no, that's not really a dungeon, is it? We'll jump to there and we'll rogue our way in. It's usually how I prefer to do things anyway. I do want to thank everyone for coming out. Oh, whoops. She came running up and I was like, wait, who's that? Oh, wait, yeah. Laura Bailey. For those who know the game, you're probably sitting there going, no, that's Serana. Well, technically, we're both right. What was that? Am I the only one who spotted that something just sprinting this direction? Looks like there's a lot of stuff we haven't gotten marked off. Cave over there. It's kind of why I like the exploration, because you end up jumping out here to do something and you're like, wait, what the heck is all that stuff? I should not be going by the path on this. If I go by the path, that means that I'll come in right where they're expecting company to come from. And as a rogue, that's never a good idea. Vince? Is that which one this is? Vince. Yeah. In honor of Laura Bailey. One down.
Where'd you come from?
Hey.
That'll teach you.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Release. Me.
Interesting. Need your arrows.
I'm no
Oh.
fan of
He had a dagger. Gotta take the daggers.
sun. It would be better than this.
Okay, no dagger. Gotta take the daggers for Vax. Especially if we're using Vexalia as our bow. Specifically because, well, critical roll. And I have no idea why my aim is so messed up right now. That was terrible. Okay, now it's time to start sweeping for the general mop-up crew. Taking that. Ooh. Taking the books for Caleb. How am I dropped my lockpicks off? Really? Why the heck did I do that?
Where'd you come from?
No. Not like this.
Yes, like this. Whoops. Didn't mean... Dagger, dagger, dagger. Didn't mean to take the bow. But if I must, I must. Did she switch to somebody else? Nope, don't need those. Need the daggers. My aim has been terrible today. Or at least tonight. Hi, Laura?
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Yeah, that definitely sounded like Laura. Okay, so he's back this way. And even better, it's a mine. Cabbages! Cool, we've got cabbages for Foster. We've got daggers for Vax. We've got, well, gold and arrows for Vex. Quite literally, because Vex is a bow. Rogue's got a rogue. Really? That was it? No way. Oh, I could have just lit him on fire. What else have you looted? Ooh, lightning cloak. I like that. I'll take that. I think I dropped my pickaxe at one point, so I might as well grab one. And if we're gonna be here, we might as well get a little bit of the mining done while we can. So we'll let that go here for a few minutes and just kind of hang out. Hope everyone is doing alright. I know we're on rather later than we usually are, and I was kind of expecting to be on earlier, but, well, things came up. One of which being I ended up crashing hard and taking a nap that really screwed up my my sleep schedule for tonight. I've got one lockpick. And it's on expert. And there we go. Kinda figured. Well, we can always come back. Iron. We need all the iron we can get. Let's see, we've also gotten some little bit of work done regarding some of the backgrounds we've been working on and other specific homebrew things. We can't say a whole lot about it just because, well, it's the nature of the work. What we can say about things, we do try and let people know. If they have questions, we're happy to answer as much as we're allowed to. Okay, Skyrim, what's up? There we go. Kind of froze on me there for a minute. Okay, so from here, it does look like there is a ruin of something over here to the right. So I'm gonna go check that out. That could have been really, really bad. I'm glad that didn't kill me. That would have sucked. See, we've also taken out 3 of the dragon priests so far, which is actually kind of funny because we haven't, like, seriously gone after any of them. It was more, oh hey, what's this? Oh, dragon priest. Uh-oh. And just happened to get lucky enough to take them out, despite the lack of Twilight Sepulchre. Why does that sound familiar to me? Is that a beehive? Hello, bees. Oh. Well, we found it. Whatever it is. So we can go turn this one in real quick just to get it over and done with. For the most part, we tend to not do most of the quests, but I figured tonight we can go ahead and take the time to do some dungeon crawls. Let chat make some decisions if they're willing. Pardon me, excuse me. Oh yeah, we're in Falkreath. It's like, wait, where are we? That's right, I gotta talk to Nenya business. Excuse me, I need to speak with someone. There you are.
Sid Gear can sometimes act too quickly, but he does listen to Helvert and I. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
How much? 100 gold. That's it?
May wisdom forever light your path.
Good to see you. Yes? What is it that you want?
I just brought you a vampire. Happy?
Come and see me again sometime.
Okay, that takes care of that one. Might as well get those taken care of real quick. Huh. One over here. We'll get that one done first.
Caught a case of rock joint once. Both
Some of these loading screens take a little longer than I'd like, but at least it's not as bad as it used to be.
hiding, priest.
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
That sounded like Jason Marsters.
Fight them where they live. Don't have to fight them here.
You're here to see the Jarl.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth?
Cat food.
Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Yay.
Letters to read. I advise Igmund the same way I advised his father. Caution,
As his housecarl,
caution.
Igmund's security is my
You speak
chief
to Igmund,
concern.
son of Orofdir, Jarl of Markarth.
Let's see.
I do. A personal matter. My father died trying to negotiate with the Forsworn, back when that was
He
possible.
sounds a little like
He
Arnold.
took his shield to those Hargraven beasts they consort with. I need you to bring it home where it belongs. I warn you, it's dangerous work. No man of mine has ever faced a Hargraven and lived.
I've
I'll
faced
never
how
say
many
it's
now?
decline. Divines watch over you. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind, but I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary.
Of course I
My
am.
scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them.
That'll help
See.
with that'll help
Retrieve
with
that shield
getting
at
a
all
The
costs.
Forsworn
house
know
here.
every stone in the reach. We have to wait the night.
Wait.
Igmund's father was killed by Forsworn. I won't rest until they've paid with their blood.
From the Jarl's own throne room. Funny how the gold
Be careful.
was something that was perfectly okay to take, but the other stuff wasn't. There's a dog here? Where's the dog?
Old dwarven city underneath the keep. Shoeing cell. Best stay clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
Huh. Okay, so that takes care of that one. I know there's a lot more stuff everywhere to pick up as far as quests, but figure it's more fun to actually go do some things than just sit there and pick up some more quests. There are plenty of things for us to do while we're here. What's that one? Yep, that's the one. We'll grab this bounty, jump to the next spot, and search for that ring in the Forsaken Cave.
If you've business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me.
Was that him outside? That would kind of suck.
I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't wasted, that she only has to deal with important matters.
Okay, so I need to talk to somebody out here. No, that was probably him, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It can get difficult when you have multiple things marked off at once.
Too many bother my wife. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward.
Only 100? Oh, well, we've got plenty then. At least for now. We can buy some wood at home in order to take care of the construction stuff. At least for now. In the meantime, we can jump over here to the Forsaken Cave. Now we get to do more of the dungeon crawls that I said we were going to be doing tonight. That is our main focus. Snow bear? Fire weapon.
Do you come from?
Yeah, that'll teach you. It's weird. I keep expecting Serana to either sound like Vexalia or Jester. And yet it's a completely different voice. But when it comes to voice actors, it kind of happens that way, isn't it? You end up with people with multiple voices and not realizing that it's all the same person. Frank Welker is a great example of that, or Jim Cummings, or Jason Marsden. Although with Marsden, his voice tends to be the same regardless.
Who's there?
Bears behind you, watch out. Dag nabbit. Oya. Hey. That should have hit.
I knew I heard something.
Weird how they can turn that quickly and shift position just enough to miss, for the arrow to miss no matter what. I mean, yes, some of that was me, but Not all of it. I do like to thank everyone for stopping in and giving us a chance. We mostly do exploration and homestead building, but we're going with dungeon crawls tonight. If only to get a few things marked off, get a little extra gold. I'm doing alright, a little tired, but no more than usual. If anything, a little less than usual, in fact. I even knew it was empty before I opened it. I tend to be more the type who would rather take the time to interact with chat than do strict walkthroughs and quest runs and that sort of thing. I don't know. I find it more helpful for me as the streamer when people sit and chat, but I'm more than happy to just kind of sort of keep a running commentary as I go. If I do miss it, it's usually because I've become focused on something, usually regarding combat. But I do try and keep up with things. We do happen to stream to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously, so I don't always know who's available or who's around and who's chatting and that sort of thing. But even if you're just here to watch and kind of keep us as a little background noise, even that is much appreciated.
Who's there? I knew I heard something. Done and done.
You know, you could have just let me deal with him, Serana. If you just given me a minute. Because otherwise you make a lot of noise. And with you being, you know, undead and all, you don't have to worry quite so much about, well, dying. Oh yeah. I'll take that.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
I know. I mean, there was dwarven ruins, dealing with the mind flayers and the elder brain. Granted, that wasn't Skyrim, but same principle. That was Taldore. Whoops. I keep seeing the ones that are empty and checking those anyway. Why do I do that? Okay. Do I already have that book, or did it just not have a skill attached? Not really sure. Okay. Trying to be kind of careful, and yet still try and stay ahead of Serana enough to make sure that nothing happens to her. I mean, I don't think she can die, due to, well, being a vampire for one. And also being a quest-specific NPC. But then again, there's no real guarantees, are there? There's a guarantee that one would have gotten up, though. Looks like that one, too. Yeah. If you get your sneak good enough, you can take out all these guys before they ever get up from their final resting places.
Who's there?
Will you get out of my way?
Done and done.
Just 'cause with it already boosted, that'll be a help if I need to make another enchanted one. And this is why I tend to rogue, because when you rogue, you get a better chance of taking out all of these guys before they ever get close enough to become a threat. Okay. And I'm never sure if it's
That'll teach you.
there we go. Whoops, I didn't mean to grab that. It's one of those things that seems to happen to me often. I end up grabbing the wrong stuff. But that's also kind of why I try to be a little extra careful when I can. Stop stepping on traps. That is exactly why I don't usually run with companions. But if I'm going to pick one up, might as well pick one up that has a better chance of surviving. Huh. I'm not used to finding ingots in these locations. Weapons, potions, fresh food, which makes no sense. Nobody's been in these ruins for hundreds of years. But there's fresh food here. It's enchanted? Not exactly sure how long we'll be running tonight, folks, but we're here for now. Mostly just trying to deal with a little bit of insomnia, a little bit of pain. He's up there. Okay. Bye-bye. Could have sworn I saw a different one over here. One with, like, a horned helmet. Am I the only one who saw that? Or was I just... I don't know. Trick of the light, maybe? Don't really use the magicka ones, but might as well grab it. We're here, right? Rogue's got a rogue. Kinda gets me a little paranoid when I go too long without seeing some kind of enemy. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have, Arena has really begun annoying me even more than usual. But I played my one game for the week, so I think I'm good for now. The more I take a look at it, every time, the more I bring it up, the less I want to play it. So thank you, Magic, for that interesting little twist. Used to love the game, and now I just... meh. Where? There. Okay, that's one down. We were already down there. I hadn't even noticed that there was an upstairs to this. That's what happens when I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to the game itself and just kind of wandering around and having a little fun. You never know what you might find. Did I knock him all the way down there? It looks like I did. Whoopsie. Serana, can I... Thank you. Yep, he's down there now. Thank God for shadows.
Who's there?
Nobody, don't worry about it. Who's there? A couple of corpses. I'm really hoping that's Serana. Okay, good. Good thing I moved. I'm not gonna do that right now. 'Cause that could be dangerous. So let's... especially with only like 2 lockpicks. Here we go, just a walking down the hall. Or, well, sneaking. 'Cause let's not get stupid.
Where'd you come from?
Rumor has it, my parents. Whoops. I was expecting gold or something other than... Whoops. Maybe not. There it is. I knew I heard it. Always make sure you take the time to listen, 'cause you never know what you might hear coming at you. Uh-oh.
Where'd you come from?
There we go. You okay back there, Laura? You healing? I hope. Okay, good. Can't have Travis Willingham showing up and beating the crap out of me. Oops. Okay. First we go to food. Oh, all I did was drop those. Well, whoops. Okay, plain weapons. Good enough. It wasn't ale, so I can drop it without an issue. So over here, nothing. Anything over here? No, just alcoves. I figure we're here. We might as well do a bit of exploring. Oh wait, same place? Heh. We can kill two stones with one bird. Yes, I know I said that wrong. I did so on purpose. Howdy, Cookie Bear. Welcome. I'm doing alright. Tired, but kind of expected considering time of night. Little bit of pain. This yesterday morning, considering the current time. I had gotten up, was getting things taken care of, and I stepped down and felt my ankle pop. Extremely painful, and it has refused to pop back into place since. The one thing that makes that worse is it's my good ankle, and that one's the one that's acting up now. So that kind of sucks. My back's kind of acting up a little bit, but other than that, heh. I didn't mean to take the plate. But that's fine. Okay, so that got 2 whole things dealt with, and I'd completely forgotten that this was here. So that is actually kind of cool. How are you doing, Cookie Bear? I know it's been kind of a while since we've been on at the same time, so I just figured I'd ask. Huh. Interesting how that didn't show up on the other side. Time to rogue our way out of here, just in case. Grab some of these real quick. I know that we've had some new things come up regarding our channel, which could be kind of interesting if it's something you'd like to come by for. But we are now hosting Critical Role's channel for when they are on the air. So if folks would like to swing by and hang out with us in chat and watch them with their nonsense, that is absolutely an option at this point. Cool, so we got that taken care of, and it looks like there's another ruin right out that way. And perhaps a cave of some sort? Whoa, what is that? And why is that not on the map? Yeah, unfortunately, I would much rather manage my pain myself, due to I have issues with the pharmaceutical companies. Crap, I can't. I don't think I can make it around there. Or at least up to that. I mean, I understand the need to deal with the pain and that kind of thing. Though I'm also the type who rarely will even take Tylenol or aspirin just because I don't know, I feel a little off whenever there's an a chemical imbalance. Now she's mining for us? I mean, we've got something over that way. Yep. And that doesn't really help people. It seems to cause more harm than good. So my way of dealing with it is I try to stick with natural remedies as much as possible. While it's not that great for general pain, the mint plant actually has a lot of really helpful healing properties, among other things. Yeah, I would, I don't want to end up having to face that kind of struggle. I've seen far too many people having to struggle with that themselves, and we already have enough issues with that in our country as it is currently. But I mean, one of the reasons why we gather the cabbages is, well, I do my best. I don't have any particular answers for anybody. I just know that from my own personal experience, certain things work for me. And if it helps others find ways of dealing with their own particular issues, then all the better. At the very least, hopefully we can bring a little inspiration and assistance to...
Speak with Miss Salma if you wish to speak.
Okay. If we can be here and help support folks.
I don't care what Beam says. It's high time we get in there and find our fortune.
Okay.
Gold, silver, gems maybe? Only one way to find out.
Oh.
I don't care what
one of those kinds of folks. Okay. I'm down. I mean, I know that one of the things that does help.
You can't shake us off that easily. Let's see what's here.
Who's there? I knew I heard something. Done and done.
If you guys want to just charge in blindly like that, go for it. I'll chill back and deal with the cleanup stuff. Okay? Okay. I know that those who do have struggles with various issues, having a reliable support system, or even just a decent support system, can make a huge difference every day. So, with the inspiration we got from Critical Role and the way they tend to handle things, we want to try and help build on that community strength and provide that kind of support to our viewers, and to those who...
What was that?
It is strictly vanilla. I don't have any of the stuff to be able to mod any of this currently as it is, but
Done and done.
I mean, I do have some codes and stuff, so I could do some cheats for various things. If I were to use any of those, however, it would be for collection reasons, and it would only be after we completed whatever quest in order to... that would have allowed us to get the item in the first place, if that makes sense.
This is it. We found Gafric's tomb.
Oh yeah, there's no alterations. Again, it is mostly just kind of wandering around, but we did add something, I think, since the last time you were here. A completed map. So if you wanted to look up locations or point us in a direction you'd like to see, you're welcome to click on that and take a look around. Otherwise, you're welcome to just kind of follow along with us as well. You've been here enough to know that we just kind of wander and try and have some fun with things. Having our main focus on tabletop stuff does kind of alter a few things, though. Okay, so if that's closed, there's gotta be some kind of switch to open it, right? I'm not seeing a chain. We are currently Ironbind Barrow, which is Wayward Pass, yeah. Which is up here between Winterhold and Dawnstar, up in the mountains. Azura's Shrine is here.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Why am I not seeing some sort of trigger or switch or... There it is.
That's done it. Let's get in there.
Heh. Rogue's got a rogue. That's basically what a rogue's job usually is in Dungeons and Dragons, is to test, is to find locked doors and those kinds of things. Whoops.
All over now.
Heh. That helped. Oh, more books. Let's see.
Is someone there?
I mean, if they want to go charging in there and get themselves killed, that's entirely up to them. Y'all are welcome to. I did end up picking up a companion, as you may notice. Serana the vampire. Voiced by Laura Bailey of Critical Role, no less. Yeah, especially because our RPGs can be done in pretty much any kind of setting. You don't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily need to be high fantasy like Skyrim. I mean, Borderlands is an RPG, it just happens to be a first-person shooter as well. What else is a decent RPG that I know of? That's a setting other than... I mean, technically, Fallout is an RPG. Yeah, that sounds like your traditional Dungeons and Dragons where you have a full party. And, you know, for people who are down here searching for treasure, they seem to be ignoring all the treasure. Yeah, that's true. I'm a big fan of the Zelda games as well. So is Robin Williams, in fact. If anybody hadn't known that bit of information. Gotta keep the daggers. One second. Sorry about that.
What was that?
They sit there and they say they want treasure. They run past all the treasure. And they're willing to run in and do all the killing for me. Okay. I'm good with that. Uh-oh. Last lockpick. Who? That, I definitely agree with most of that. The difference, however, is there is one that I've seen that I really, really want to play. One of our associates happens to stream a game called, or had streamed a game called Horizon Zero Dawn. So kind of imagine Skyrim, add the parkour from Assassin's Creed, and some really, really interesting, well, for lack of a better term, cyborg dinosaurs, I guess. It's quite a trip. Beautifully done in terms of story. Dag nabbit.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
There we go. Possibly. I know that our associate was playing it on PS4. At least I'm pretty sure. But he does have a walkthrough up for that if folks would like to go take a look at Wild Wolf Gaming 1. Although that might only be on his YouTube channel. I'd have to check with him. Yep, need that helmet. Because I need it disenchanted.
This is it. Gathric awaits us.
Gathric?
What are you on about? Let's just get the treasure here and
Gathric?
go.
Go for it. I don't trust this guy.
Someone there.
Warlord Gathric?
Where'd you come from?
Dag nabbit. Stop moving. See, Laura Bailey and I have the right idea. Stay at a distance and take them out while you can.
Over here.
So not just...
I should thank you. I knew the girl wouldn't be strong enough to help you leave Gathric alone. There's just one more thing I need from you. To fully absorb Gathric's power, I require a blood sacrifice.
Okay.
Your blood should be good enough. This will go easier for us both. Is your father fighting back?
Where did that?
Beam! What are you doing?
I don't need those, do I? Nope, clearly not.
Beam! What are you doing?
Got you twice.
There you are.
And done.
Had to kill him twice. That one's interesting. So what's a... Is that a shout? It is. And yet another shout. And still no dragons. Horizon? Yeah, some of the graphics on that are rather intense. But you also get the tactical side, like you have on some of the Call of Duty games. So, with the archery combined with all the parkour and the rolls. I mean, you still have the roll here, but it's one of the skills you have to pick up separately. I think it's under sneak. And then there's the that tactical side that you get on like Call of Duty Ghosts, or what's the other one? Black Ops 3 and 4. Those tend to be pretty good too, and add some interesting option. How did you beat me outside?
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Usually I don't. Most of the time I sit down. Since we're here, what's up here? Anything? I mean, that's usually how I tend to think. While we're up here, what else can we find? Any ore or anything like that? Because we always need that. I mean, there seems to be some sort of shrine or something up here. Okay. The whole cabbage thing.
Where'd you come from?
Over on Critical Role, they had some vote going on regarding something on one of their shows. And Sam Riegel, who is the voice director for things like DuckTales, had made the joke in order to vote, in order for your vote to count, use the hashtag Brian W. Foster smells like cabbages. And it's been kind of a running joke ever since. And so it just kind of tends to get associated with Brian W. Foster. But, speaking of, one thing that you might you might find helpful. Whoops. Hope I did that right. There it is. That's an article that Brian W. Foster had wrote regarding his own experiences involving the pharmaceutical industry and other things associated with that. And he's quite an inspiration to us. He's also an incredibly cool guy. In fact, if you notice this picture here behind me, that was sent to us from Brian W. Foster and the cast of Critical Role themselves. It is signed, and it's an art print of their of them as their characters, using the original Campaign 2 intro that they had made for their particular show. The next show of theirs that will be airing over here, if folks want to come watch it here, where chat will be a lot more reasonable, because when you get 55,000 people on a channel, it can get hard to follow along, at least as far as chat goes. And I am not joking when I say 50,000 people. And then they have an episode that's coming up this Friday. Yeah, Brian is a very amazing person. And if I remember that particular article correctly, I'm not sure how he did it, but he was able to get himself off of things without the methadone treatments or that kind of thing. I guess you could say he kind of got scared into it, or scared into getting clean, just watching so many of his friends get lost to addiction. And there have been times that I had my chance and I kept myself separate from all that, and I'm glad for that. But I know that it's a struggle for people. Miss Adika's going on 15 years clean this year, so we are definitely proud of her and support everyone trying to get themselves better, regardless of what it is they're trying to get better from. Depression is a struggle. Anxiety is a struggle. PTSD, addiction. I mean, there are tons of things that people have to deal with on a daily basis that they struggle with to have to get through. Cool. Take your time with it too. He ends up running 2 shows over on the Critical Role channel, and since we're hosting them, then he will be on our channel because of that, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, we leveled up. Okay, everything's at 200. Should we go with Magicka, Health, or Stamina? I'll let folks decide that one. I am going to need a brief break here very shortly. Not just because of needing a refill, but, well, you can only rent coffee. Me personally, stamina is more my kind of thing because it gives us more time on the slow time for making our archery shots. Health is always great, but I've been doing pretty good about not getting hit and getting those potions down. And I hardly ever use magicka. So, what do you think, folks? Health or stamina? And you know what? Give me just a couple of minutes, 5, maybe 10 at the most. I will be right back. Let me get a couple of things. Hello, Bay. Welcome. Yeah, that's kind of the way it looks to me, because it helps us with our running, it helps with the rolls, and it helps with the archery shots. So, cool. We'll go with some stamina here. Let me check what we have as far as, what is it, archery? Is that next one open yet? Because I really, really, really want to get that one. So yeah, we'll grab that quick shot, try and finish out our archery stuff, because then we can get it to legendary and start it back at 15, for those who may not have gotten there. Anyway, there's that real quick. I'm going to pause here for just a moment and save it. Let's not forget to save, because that would just be stupid after all of that dungeon crawling. For those following along, this is 257. I'm going to take a quick break, and we will be back in just a few minutes. So, thank you for joining us, folks, and I do hope you'll stick around for a bit more of our dungeon crawling here, even if it is a little random. So, hope to see you soon. Welcome back, folks. Okay, so let's jump here real quick, because it's already blinking for us. I don't remember if there was anything specific we were going to do back at the other spot, but this should help a little.
I work in the mine just like everyone else.
Oh yeah, there's a second mine here. I keep forgetting about that. And we always need to be mining iron. I need to... It said I needed to come in here, didn't it? Did I completely read that wrong? No, they went that way. That's why. Oh.
Frost took my husband here. Thank you. Here, let an old alchemist pass on some of her secrets to you.
Hey, that's always good. Good night, Phantom Omaha, if you're still in chat. Pleasant dreams. So that took care of that bit.
They say if a vampire so much as scratches you, you'll turn into one. That better not be true.
What do you say, Serana? Is that true? Sitting here walking around with a vampire and they're talking about vampires. That's gonna go over well. Wait, I don't think we have anything else marked currently, do we? Might as well drop that off then. And then we'll go find us another place to explore. I figure since we got some things done, we might as well turn them in, make ourselves a little extra cash. Plus, you never know what else you can end up getting from these merchants. Excuse me, pardon me.
I get to see Ulfric up close.
I forgot about those sitting there. Forgot there was just some steel sitting there.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
I need to talk to your boss. Whoops. Hey, everything's back in here. I can loot it again. Where? Oh, he must be upstairs.
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
This
Hmm.
It matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. How
Then
did
what?
you manage to damage it then? This is what I get for not.
It's already damaged. You guys are my witnesses.
Figures. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm the file, even if you wanted to. Either way, this is the end of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out. Here's for your trouble.
How much? 5 gold? Really? That's it? Well, then you're gonna have to pay me back in other ways.
I hope you have coin to spend and you're not just here to gawk at my goods.
Me? Gawk? Never.
They used to call Windhelm the City of Kings. In my books, anyway.
He doesn't have much, does he? Oh, it's empty. No, he doesn't have much. Ha, now I stole his sweet roll. Uh-oh. Don't really need the wine, so I'll find a spot to dump that real quick. There's a decent spot. It's not ale, so that can go. That'll work. Whoops. As long as there's no cabbages, we should be okay. Yep, I know. We're all overweighted again, but some of this we may actually need.
I don't appreciate loiterers, if that's what you're here to do.
It's not. Nope, no cabbages. Whoops, didn't want the skull. But if I'm gonna end up grabbing all this other stuff too, then I can always drop it off somewhere else. Oh, gotta take the cabbages. Let's see, I believe Foster also has a book of poetry out. If anybody's interested.
You're not just here to gawk at my goods.
You can't take that.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there. Everything here appears to be in order. You can move along now.
Good. Apparently he forgot I was still here. Because it's not like I've moved all that far. Okay, that cleared that out. What do we got here? Just a basket. And some rugs, apparently. Nope. Nope. No cabbages. Okay. Let's see. I know I've got more here than this. It's a start. Let's not drop off any more of those lockpicks, though. That would be just kind of dumb. Okay, that covers everything, I think. Or almost everything. Everything of value, anyway.
I want to thank you for your help. I know my master can be a bit short at times. Here, you should have this. Even though the file was damaged, I still think your efforts deserve reward.
Howdy, Andres. Welcome.
Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to tend to Norellian. I can make his final days a bit less painful.
I can help take care of that for you if you'd like.
I don't appreciate loiterers, if that's what you're here to do.
I'm not loitering. I'm thieving.
City to be...
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that.
Heh. Aww. Oh, speaking of.
Hermir's become a decent smith. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
What can we sell you here? That'll work. That'll work. What do you have? That should cover all of that.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
That took care of a bunch of those for us. Let's see. Before we go any further... No, wait. Just 'cause that should make things interesting. With a vampire as our companion currently. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So we'll jump to here, and we'll do it that way. Welcome back, Cookie Bear. We didn't go far. Whoops, we want to go that way. I'm going to go up and over, I think. 'Cause reasons. I'll skip dealing with that bear, though. If I can help it. Yep. Crazy Kier sitting here jumping up and down mountains. Oh, is that it? Wait. It's gotta be this way, right? No, it's gotta be this way. Come on. Ah. Of course, when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, as far as settings, considering what you had mentioned about one of the other companies, wishing one of the other game companies would do role-playing, or more role-playing. Why does it seem... Is it up further? Because it makes it sound like it's right here. Oh, there it is. Now I just feel dumb. There is a steampunk-ish setting for tabletop D&D called Eberron, which, from what I've seen, is rather fun. That was done by a different channel called Maze Arcana, and they also helped write the book for it, so they certainly know what they're doing in terms of their streams. Oh no, that was an arrow, wasn't it? Yep. Just want to make sure that I've checked everything before I start wandering deeper into the cave. Yeah, then you might enjoy their Eberron streams, specifically the one called Inkwell Society, though there is a wonderful one that they've done, a particular group that they worked with called Sirens of the Realms.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share.
Where every single one of their players, or every single one of the characters in the party, were all bards. So
Another cave.
they'd go
I spent some
everywhere.
time underground myself. If you want to go in, I'm right behind you.
Wait. Is that saying he's still that way? No. Up there, it looks like. So how do I get up there? Apparently this way. Or was he in there and I just happened to miss it? Because it looks like it's back on the other side again. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? But yeah, Sirens of the Realms was brilliantly done. Their dungeon master is Satine Phoenix. who is an amazing storyteller. Yeah, there are quite a few folks. Yeah, it's still saying it's out this way, and then I go out this way, and it sends me all the way up there. So why did it send me through here in the first place? There's got to be another way up. Oh, 'cause it's... That's not going to help me at all. Okay, we still have to get up the mountain. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump back to here and work our way up. Even if it means having to do it kind of the hard way. But it's Skyrim, and we've got time, right? I mean, we haven't even been running 2 hours yet. And we can usually make these go, what, 4? Easy? Whoops. Where? I made it inside the... I made it inside the mountain. That was kind of interesting. And I'm going this way because there was a bear the other way last time I looked. And I'd rather not have to kill it. But it looks like I may have to. 2 bears.
Who's there?
I didn't want to have to do that, but they didn't really give me much choice, did they? Okay, so it's got to be up there? No, it's up there. Really? We had already gotten that, so we're going to skip following Skyrim's instructions on the route to get there. We're just going to get there. Even if we've got to creep around and do things the extremely difficult way. Come on, Skyrim. Let your janky physics work for me. Yeah. And I mean janky physics in the most respectful way possible. Whee! That was fun. I hadn't even expected to see that there. So this is just all by itself out here. This should get very interesting. Well, I guess we're here. Inkwell Society, as far as the steampunk D&D, is another really good show. And they've got a killer intro. I need to speak with the folks over there and over at Critical Role and see if I can get their permission. Yikes. What did I step on? There's got to be a trigger. Anyway. To see if I can take their intros and play them along with our... I hate calling them commercials, even though technically that's what they are.
Who's there? Thought I heard something. Done and done.
So she brought the vampire back? Interesting. Odd choice there, Serana. Okay, so let me check something real quick. Spell tomes, have that. Didn't have that. And that one's new. What is with my shots tonight? I must be tired. That's what she said. Literally, because she's back up there as a vampire. Have to take the dagger. Just have to. Pretty sure we have that one. Dagnabbit. Wow. Okay, so... almost there. We can drop the bear skins, I'm sure. Not the ice wolf. There we go. That buys us a little extra weight. Okay, pretty sure I have all those. They all sound familiar at least. Okay. And now to continue.
This is the kind of thing I've been wanting to see. Makes everything else worth it.
I'm just sitting here mining away in the middle of a vampire-infested cave. Why? Because we need the iron. Your clients have been sitting in there for the... were brought in early this morning, and you're still... And you're still here practicing playing softball? Why is that? We need to practice? Heh. Parkour. Take that money. Just because I gotta check real quick. The heck was that? Am I the only one who heard that? Okay. You come here. I knew there was more there. Crap. Whoops. I keep doing that. Here I come to wreck the day.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
What the... That's what I was hearing. Uh-oh. I'm a vampire now. What are you doing? Serana? If you get yourself killed... I don't know if I've even run across that book before. Where'd she go? Well, that took care of that, I guess. Whoops. there. Almost? Nope. Other side. There we go. If you just pay attention to the outer edges of the locks, you can use that to nope. Nope, no cabbages. Whoops. Nope. It's going to be the other side. That one? Maybe? Almost. A little further, maybe? Close. Real close. We only have 5 lockpicks left, though. So let's make them count. Is it the other side, maybe? There we go. I hate when it's a pain in the butt like that.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from?
I knew it. Is that the best you can do? Never should have come here.
Done and done.
Just had to make sure. Whoops. Did I? Oh no, she probably woke her up, huh? Need the flute. That's for Scanlan. The things we actually need, I think we've already got everything. We already have some of those.
Who's there?
Dag nabbit.
I knew I heard something. Done and done.
Well, at least I didn't have to do it. Even if I can't really sit here and let the wolf go, because calm would probably wear off, and then it would end up attacking me anyway. Dagger, dagger, dagger.
there? I knew I heard something.
I know I wasted a bunch of arrows on that one, but oh well, it happens. Now we can come in here and raid this. Yikes, I did horribly. Mostly because, well, eventually you gotta kinda raid everything. I mean, you don't have to, but it's the easiest way to pick up your loot so you can turn around and sell whatever to get the items you need, and so on and so forth. In the meantime, though, we are more here for entertainment than actual walkthroughs, so I do hope folks find our streams at least a little entertaining. Give you some background noise, if nothing else, you know. I do intend to have this over with before we've been on for a full 4 hours, though. Hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep and get our schedule better reoriented. Torches. Where are my torches? That helped a little. As you may notice, we have plenty of soul gems. And a lot of these things we actually need for... We can always get more of that. A lot of these are things we will be needing for construction purposes, as we do have 3 homesteads that are not entirely finished. So we do have that going. And of course all the quests that we haven't done.
Who's there?
that took care of that. Crap, and here we go again. That's enough. After all, we gotta keep holding on to them cabbages and the ale, because Brian Foster and grog. That's the way we came in. Okay, so here's our way out of here, so we can jump back to one of the houses and drop a bunch of this crap off. As well as to disenchant the helmet of water breathing in order to, well, be able to get water breathing.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
But as we are here, let's see, there should be something kind of this way. Yep, there we go. I want to get that marked off so that maybe we'll be able to use it for fast travel again later. Looks like I finally found the path that would actually lead us directly to where we needed to go. But sometimes when you're exploring, you just don't have time to assume that there is a road going right where you want. So hopefully we'll be able to hit this and then, ooh, Quicksilver. I think we need that for something.
I'm no fan of the sun. It'd be better than this.
And there we go again with too much to run. Let's see. I don't really use magicka much, so I can go ahead and drop some of these. Not a whole lot. That should be enough for us to still move. Yep. Okay, this brings us toward this one, so we can get that marked and head for that house over that way. Or at least structure. Might not necessarily be a house. As soon as it counts it, I need to do a quick save. Okay, that works. Okay, maybe we can wait until we get to the house to do the save. Oh, really? We need all this ore, unfortunately, otherwise I'd just skip right past it, you know? We have 8,000 gold already? Wow. Doing a bit better than I thought. And yes, I know I sneak a lot, but, well, rogue's got a rogue, you know? It's just the way I tend to operate. Have a tendency to stay alive better that way, you know? Okay, there's Angie's camp. Let's take a look at our map here. Let's see. We'll jump here to drop some stuff off. We'll kind of do the rounds real quick to just drop a few things off and move forward as we go.
Papa, you're home.
Yes, I am.
Game?
Sure, why
What do you
not?
want to play? Okay, you stand right there and count to 10. No peeking. Ready? Go! I like living here. You found me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prepared or not, I'm coming.
Heh. How? She didn't even look. How'd she find me? What the? Did it count? She hasn't found me. Heh.
Need something? Bye, Papa.
Oh, wait.
But I don't want to.
Tough.
Yes, Pa.
Gotta be firm with these kids sometimes.
Need something? Yes, Pa.
Only she didn't throw a fit. Like her sister. I do hope most of this isn't too boring for folks. I know I'm doing my best to try and make it as interesting as possible. Though we still have a lot of things to kind of drop off as we go. I need this first. There we go. Whoops. Wait, that's right. Hate when that happens. My brain sits there and goes, no, no, we got some issues. Why does she keep pushing me out of the way? Okay. I know, folks, it's a bit boring with some of this stuff, but we're slowly kind of getting there. Little at a time. And as stuff gets put away, it frees up space for us to be able to go pick up more stuff. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go back and talk to him. We'll get there. Thank you for doing your chores, kid. Much appreciated. But at least if you keep things relatively simple as far as where you put them, then it makes things a lot easier in the long run to just put things away and organize and not have to worry about it. Takes a little work to go through all of these and make sure that the right ones get put away. But for the most part, it's just some quick dropping things off kind of thing. Okay, that covers that. Should we already grab the cabbages? Okay, might as well get this sorted real quick, and then we can go down and put the musical instruments away. Anything here that can be disenchanted? Nope. I know there was at least one. There we go. Yep. Oh, whoops, there's still apparel. Nope, maybe not. That makes that even easier. We'll need a better spot for the arrows, but for now, that'll work. Yep. Musical instruments. Because I know we've picked up a few. There's those. 2 of those. At least 1 loot. Right? Yep. Should be everything. Yep. Huh. Now we jump to the next house to deal with food and the like. Oh, yeah, that's right. We just got here. Or we just left there. Where? Over too far. There we go. That's the house we want. This was our second homestead we had picked up. Mostly getting the steward to purchase most of the internal stuff. There goes that again. But at least we can get the food sorted real quick. Or at least the cabbages. 198 cabbages in there. It's 100 or 220 now. Some crazy stuff, huh? Whoops. Okay, how much over are we? We'll find that out in just a second, I'm sure. Let's see, drop that. Wow. Sure, why not? Wow, that's still a lot of stuff. Quite a few books. Bunch of scrolls. This over here is the greenhouse, isn't it? So that would be the wrong setup. Okay, just to drop off some random clothes. That's still a lot of crap. Just to drop off the weapons separately. And a bunch of potions all over again. We'll put the potions out here. We'll drop a bunch of potions in here and hope we remember it. Whoops. And then now if we can just get to the third house, I think we'll be good as far as weight goes, because we'll be able to drop off a bunch more of this stuff. Okay, yeah. Crap. I needed to talk to one of my stewards. I hope he's outside. Are you outside? He is not outside. Okay. We can at least jump over here to the other house for a second to drop off the other stuff. Then we can buy some wood or whatever. Made it just far enough before it all ran out. That's okay, that works. Now we look in here, go down here. go back through and make sure I grab the ore out of the chest. Because then, hopefully, I'll get some decent items out of all of this. Wow, I didn't realize I had that much gold. Okay, now before we can really do much else, I'm going to need to jump houses once more. Apologize for all the back and forth and the inventory stuff currently, but it takes a bit of work and takes a bit of time to get everything all together. Kind of like with life, you know? It takes a lot of hard work and it takes time. And if people are willing to give you a little bit of backing, that's even better. But that's not always an option. So it helps to have things in mind as to what will help progress you through those stages in terms of
what do you need, my friend?
Making that work pay off.
Of course. What are we running short of? I'll see. Is there anything else you need? I'll see. Is there anything else you need? I'll see. Is there anything else you need? I'll see to it at once. Is
One
there
more.
anything else you need? I'll see to it at once. Is there anything else you need?
No. Okay, we're
All
still
right.
good for money. Actually, I shouldn't have bothered doing that. Should have just gone to Whiterun to get the house. But since we're here, we're going to set 5,000 aside. And this will take a little bit because I actually have to scroll through little by little. It's okay. I'm still here so we can chat if people would like to. Otherwise, I'm just kind of sitting and letting things scroll. I just don't want to accidentally spend the 5,000 we'll need later. Either that or we'll keep 7,000 on us, I guess. Don't want the money disappearing or anything, too. So that's kind of a big deal. I mean, that's how long it took us just to get 700 down, I think. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so that actually works better. At least for me. Now I want to make sure we've got plenty of wood.
What life do you take? Of course. What are we running short of? I'll see to it. Is there anything else you need? I'll see to it. Is there anything else you need? I'll see to. Is there anything else you need? Ah, unfortunately, I'm afraid you.
That took care of that. Now we jump right back here to the other one. All the inventory stuff is always the most annoying and difficult bit of all of this. All the exterior stuff is done.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
However, seven, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. Another 10 of those. I know I'm carrying too much, but we gotta get stuff done. Hielarchin? Hielarchin. Not sure how that would be pronounced. First room. Those just need animal skins. We're a lock short. Wow, we actually were able to get the arcane enchanter and everything in here? I'm impressed. So we're short some ore calcium ingots for locks. But I think other than that, we've got most of everything. That still needs a lock. Yay. Okay, this house is coming together nicely. What are we short of? Iron fittings? we're getting there. Sorry about the cough, folks. Now we can just grab some quick hinges and iron fittings. And we still need more iron? We haven't even gotten to the basement yet. Yep, that's as far as that's gonna go. See how much of the armory we can fill out. Then it's just mostly either orichalcum or corundum left to do. Yep, still need a lot of archery iron stuff. So, it's a start. Do that. Gonna draw the bow. And now we check the basement. Just to see what's going on. Be prepped for any of the trouble we might run into. Still need more iron. There we go. That gets all of that started. I will now get some of this construction crap dropped off so we can go find some iron somewhere. 'Cause iron. It's nice actually having all three of these dealt with now. I mean, still got to go through and do some serious organizing everywhere. Oh, that's where it is. So there's all of that stuff to organize and that sort of thing. But there's plenty of time for all of that. I mean, we've barely scratched the surface of Skyrim so far. And we're still kind of making our way through and getting a look at things. Gotta make sure I'm paying close attention to what exactly I'm messing with, though. Okay, it's the corundum we need. Good to know. Cool. So that takes care of all of that. Good to know how that works. And while out here isn't quite complete either, at least not yet, it is a start. We've got locations where we can sit down and relax. Get a good view of, well, pretty much everything here. Huh. Kind of cool that all this is set up like this. Again, when I had played Skyrim before and had actually built the houses, I did not know that this little setup was capable of being the way it is. So that takes care of that. Our weight still seems a little high, but that's because we picked up a bunch of new potions, huh? No, we hadn't. That seems a little odd to me. Due to this particular house, I'm gonna go ahead and throw our gems, not the soul gems, the regular gems, in here. I know that doesn't really do a whole lot. We do have a bunch more books now. Scrolls need to be put away. Those need to be put away. That's what the weight, where the weight's coming from. The extra stuff that needs to be shifted back. Okay, well, good to know. Now the weight's starting to get up there. Oh, just barely got that cleaned out. Cool. That actually solves a lot of issues. Now I can jump back here to drop these off. The folks who haven't been watching will sit there and go, wait, when did all that get done? Well, when you combine pain with brain damage, you get a lot of lack of sleep, and therefore all of this tends to happen. But now that we've got that, oh no, wrong house.
Wanna play a game?
Not right now. However,
Papa! Really? Where are we going?
the new house that actually has...
Oh, stop teasing me.
Why is the other house not an option right now? That doesn't make sense to me. That goes... Okay. That one, that one. That one. Both of those. Cool.
Stay safe.
It's usually what I'm telling people. Aw, she really is my kid. Okay. Then we run back here. Dagnabbit. Whoops. Oh, there are no ingredients. Whoops. Okay, I know I've already cleared this of food. What's back here? Oh, yeah. Don't need any of that. Now, back to house number 2. Now we drop off food and such here at Winstead.
You lost?
No. This is my house. Of course I'm not lost.
Honor.
210 plus another 11, so 221.
To you, my thane. Honored to see you again, my thane.
Thanks. This is prepared foods, right? Nope. This is prepared foods. Okay. Let's check down here for anything, just in case stuff needs to be moved. this in here. That's where all those missing ones are. Okay. So I'm going to jump to that last house again. And I think we'll call it there. We'll save it on the, up on one of the balconies for that one, just to make things a little different. Now that we actually have stuff we can sit on there, that should help a lot. And we are going to be needing a lot of iron. But we'll deal with that next. We're going to go to Hilyarkin Hall. Drop all these off with these. And we'll just put those away. There we go. Looks like that is the lowest we can get things going. Huh. I'm sure there's probably an iron vein somewhere around here, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. Let's see. Where do we get the best view? That way? No. Here? How about here? This'll work. Let's get this mask off. Swing it around. Just to make it a little bit different. Let's get our save in here. For those following along, we are now at 258. I do hope folks would be willing to join us tomorrow for when we do a bit more. We're mostly sticking to Skyrim these days because it seems to be most popular, and it allows me the best chance to spend more time talking to folks rather than being so intent on the game that I can't interact. But I do want to thank folks for joining us. Let me go ahead and, while we're taking care of all this closing out bit, I do want to say thank you to everyone who has joined us. It has been an interesting morning. It is almost 6:30 here in Omaha, and I am strangely tired and yet awake, if anybody understands any of that. I feel a little energized, which means getting to sleep is going to be a little bit of an issue. But I'm also tired, and my body's just like, no, we're not going to sleep just yet. But that's what happens when your already messed up sleep schedule gets further skewed by a nap at 9:30 at night. Anyway, I do want to thank everyone for being here. Remember, if you can, please come over to twitch.tv/WolvesDenGames and give us a follow. We have information over here, including links to Facebook and our website and Twitter and information on what games we have available and all that sort of thing. It's all down below. There is a little bit of information over at Facebook, but this seems to be the best format for us as far as getting information out. We are mostly a tabletop company, so we don't focus as much on video games, but we do play for entertainment value and some stress relief, and we appreciate those who are willing to join us for those periods of time. So until next time, folks, remember cooperation, competition, community. Things that we all kind of need in order to keep moving forward. So until next time, folks, thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day, and bye for now.
Thank you all for joining us. Please give us a follow on twitch.tv/awolfsdengames. Long days and pleasant nights. Jate ka nade, or good night everyone. They've walked you through Horizon Zero Dawn, through The Last of Us, and through For Honor. This summer, one man, one horde, one motorcycle, many, many locations with an open world map, and one very large arsenal. When the dust settles at the end of the day, who will remain standing? Will it be Deacon St. John? Or those he stands against? Find out for yourself at twitch.tv/wildwolfgaming1. Stay wild, everyone. In the video game streaming system, the viewers are represented by two distinct groups: the gamers who provide walkthroughs and compete for wins, and the entertainers who provide nonsense and fun. These are the games of the Insomnia Squad. Doink Doink by Mike Post. Come to twitch.tv/awolfsdengames and click the follow button. That way you will be notified for further games by the Insomnia Squad.